Welcome to Chamber Exchange. My name is Tim Murray, President and CEO of the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce. And Chamber Exchange is an opportunity for us to bring on guests who are working on areas of economic development and important sectors of our local economy. I want to thank Bank Hometown, who helps make the TV show happen. And thrilled to have with us in our first segment, Dan DiRoberto. Dan is the President and CEO of DiRoberto Property Management. Dan, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate
Dan, so well over a dozen years you've been in the real estate space in different roles.
Yep.
And more recently, in the last 4 or 5 years, you expanded upon your real estate experience in establishing a DiRoberto Property Management.
Correct. Yep.
And with the what does DiRoberto Property Management do?
So we manage property.
Yeah.
So we opened this about 5 years ago. We were originally doing a lot of real estate and a lot of rentals for our clients. And the growth of Worcester, we had a lot of outside investors come in, a lot of investors that were local, started expanding their portfolios, and there became a demand for property management. So there was an opportunity there, so that's why we opened the company. Yeah,
and so you talk about time and opportunity. Worcester's population, according to the last census from 2010 to 2020, thousands of new people,
Yep.
Thousands of new unit. Right now, as we speak, there's 4,000 units that are under construction and in the pipeline. So if you're a company that owns, a large multi-unit building, or if you're somebody who has a real estate portfolio that includes multiple 2 or 3 families, it's a lot to manage.
Sure, absolutely, especially in that volume. But even still, we have owners who own a single family or just a 3-family alone. It's the same concept for us. We take care of that client the same way we do with somebody who has 100 units or 200 units.
Okay, so I own a 3-family or I own a multi-family, and I don't want to have to worry about heat's not working, there's a leak, plumbing. What is a property management company? What does DiRoberto Property Management do?
Sure. So yeah, that can be a pain. We basically take the day-to-day headaches away for an owner. Guys who are having a full-time job and they own 6 to 12 units, they don't want to deal with those calls while they're at work or in the middle of the night, which is why we have a 24/7 emergency on-call team. Basically, we handle all the rent collection, tenant communication, any maintenance issues that go on, notices that need to be sent. Recently, last couple of years, a lot of tenants ran into some financial issues due to COVID.
Right.
The city was great, came out with a lot of good programs to help them out. So we've helped a lot of our clients recoup a lot of back paid rent, learning them programs, working with these tenants and getting their rents collected.
Right, and that's obviously an important thing not only for the tenants but for the landlord.
Sure.
But again, it's being a real estate professional, somebody who's worked owning property as a realtor, someone who has just worked in the space to be able to take it to the next level. Whereas as somebody who might, as you mentioned, just might be an investor.
Sure.
You're bringing your expertise and working on agreement for the owner that will take care of these things for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, in terms of scaling and your staff, I mean, having a 24/7 response team, they got to go out and probably deal with a lot of things.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. But I'm lucky. I got a really good team. We work great together. We manage a lot of units right now in the city and surrounding towns, but we're also looking to grow. We have that manpower to take on a lot more units, and that's the direction we're trying to go right now.
Right. And part of that, is your process or the services that you provide, collecting the rent, responding to the repairs, tenant communication, but also reporting, inventorying.
Sure.
So if you're a property owner, look, you should be making investments on a regular basis back into the property. You probably help guide them with that.
Of course, yeah. And we also help them avoid too big of an investment, meaning a lot of property owners or tenants won't call if there's an issue, so our team goes out and inspects these properties all the time. When we're there, we're working on something, we're inspecting the whole building. You have a small leak in a roof, no one says anything about it, we'll address that right away before your roofs collapse, and all of a sudden you have a really big expense for a client that could have been avoided easily.
Right.
So yeah, we handle all of that, all the maintenance stuff like that. Financial reporting, our clients and our tenants, our owners and our tenants get a login to our online portal. Tenants can pay rent there, put maintenance requests in there. Their owners can track the process and progress of their property at all times, see who pays rent when, what maintenance is going on. and they get a financial report every month.
Wow,
You know?
that's pretty detailed. But to go
For
back
sure.
to the kind of maintenance and inspection thing, hugely important. I mean, and to some extent, some tenant maybe a first-time tenant, there's a running toilet, they don't know
Doesn't-
any
yeah,
better, and
exactly.
then someone gets a water bill. You're being proactive, identifying these things,
Absolutely.
preventing the property owner from having to make an unnecessary
Of course.
outlay of cash. You talk about leaky roofs. That can open up a can of worms
For
as
sure.
well.
And we educate our tenants as well as our clients as well. So they'll get a welcome packet as soon as we take over management, kind of explaining everything in the process, what to look for. We have monthly newsletters sent out depending on what time of year it is, what to look for and stuff like that to avoid these major issues.
Right, and as we tape the show right now, Dan, it's starting to get a little chilly out there. When you talk about the property management services, snow, does that include snow
Of course,
removal?
yeah. We hire all the vendors,
landscaping?
snow, landscaping, all that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
so really a kind of a soup to nuts. So
For sure.
If there's owners out there who have, they want to get in touch with you, learn about, DiRoberto Property Management, can they go online?
Yeah,
Call
so-
you as well?
Of course. I'm the company, the company we run here. If you want to get in touch with me, you can get in touch with me easy. But our office is located at 25 Union Street, Worcester, Mass. downtown. You can call my cell directly, 508-579-8983, or visit our website at DiRobertoManagement.com. And yeah, that's how you get in contact with us.
Good stuff. And let me just go back on some of the programs and assistance out there. I mean, clearly, COVID, we saw a massive job loss, people dislocated. Thankfully, things are back. Job numbers are generally pretty good. But, still uncertain time, inflationary pressures. So you also work with the tenants on interfacing with programs that exist at the local and state level to kind of help them as well.
Yeah, we have an aggressive rent collection system, follow-up system with our tenants, and we have good relationships with the programs that the cities offer. So we do a pretty good job of getting these landlords paid, so they're not hurt at all.
And fuel assistance programs, I assume, right now too,
Yep.
as people start to look at the
Absolutely.
thermostat.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff, Dan. Thanks you for coming on the show. It's timely. Worcester's growing, lots of new units. Also, the need for staying focused on our meat and potato housing stock in the city, which is our 2 and 3 families and multifamily. So great to have a professional like you as part of the chamber, and urge our members to reach out to you and those in the public. And thanks for coming on the show.
Happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Good.
Appreciate it, Tim.
And stay with us. We're going to come right back for our next segment of Chamber Exchange, a TV show.
These days, you've got your hands full in life. That's why we help you bank simply and securely with tools like Face ID and Touch ID. It's why we make it easy to make purchases on the go and get cash back while you're at it. Why we help you quickly deposit checks wherever you are. And it's why we lend a hand with sending and receiving money right from your phone. So even when you're on the move, you can manage your finances. Bank Hometown. Unlock your potential.
Worcester, a city with heart, history, and promise. A hub of innovation in life sciences, education, and healthcare. Home to multi-generational families, first-generation citizens, and next-generation baseball and hockey greats. Home to great parks, world-class museums, theaters, and restaurants. Worcester, the place to visit, to invest, and to call home.
This is Radio Worcester. Local talk, local news, local events. We got it, and we've got opinions that you're going to want to hear.
That Worcester will be thought of and spoken about.
We're live every morning, 6 to 10 a.m., and if you can't catch us then, you can find us online, day and night, at radioworcester.com. This is your town. This is your morning show. Talk of the Commonwealth with Hank and Ben.